So today's the day. Robert Martin, you got to tell us a little bit about this diet. Just a couple secrets. What are you eating right now, though?
Something good, something real good. No, this is well, first of all, vlog number 6. He didn't want to give you the intro, but I will. Just hit legs. It's my high carb day. I get a high carb day every 3 to 4 days. Try to fit my higher carbohydrate days on the days that I train bigger body parts, like legs primarily, or back. But I try to fit them in on a leg day so that I have some gas to go in the gym. Right now I'm eating my post-workout meal. I've got some brown rice, some tilapia, and a Pop-Tart. Yeah, that's right, a Pop-Tart. Basically the way it works right now is I'm a follower of the concept of IFYM, the acronym for if it fits your macros. So basically I eat anything within reason as long as I'm hitting my daily macronutrient intake, which today happens to be a bit up over 300 calories. Not the calories, I'm sorry, carbohydrates. I'll cut that later. But a little bit over 300 carbs, about 200 grams of protein or so. So I divide my meals up evenly throughout the day. My bigger meals are my pre and my post-workout meals. That's when your body needs your fuel the most. So got a little tilapia, my protein source. My carbs is coming from my brown rice and my Pop-Tart.
So we understand tilapia and we understand the brown rice, but where does the Pop-Tart come into play?
Oh, Pop-Tart's a little treat I have for myself. It's a little reward for a hard workout. Like I said before, right now, the way my numbers fit out, the Pop-Tart isn't really anything terrible. It's not anything that's going to break you down. Everybody worries about the sugars. Oh my God, the sugars. No. I have a lot of fiber in my diet, so it slows down the digestion rate of the sugar. So that's really not an issue. But I can play with my numbers and my daily intake to allow myself a little treat, like one small Pop-Tart to have with my post-workout meal. My body's going to use it. It's going to use it quickly for energy, so it fits.
How many times a day do you eat?
Right now, I have it broken down to 5 meals. It's easier for me that way. I used to eat 6 meals a day. That's pretty much the common concept that a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of fitness enthusiasts follow. They eat 6 smaller meals a day. You don't have to. That's not a tried and tested rule. I've done 6 meals for a while. To me, it didn't really work out. The meals were smaller. I was eating every 3 hours, but my meals were ending up finishing a little earlier in the day. Me, naturally, I'm a night person. I stay up a little later. So I'm up staring in the middle of the night and I'm starving. So after talking to my prep coach, Derek Natcher, once again, Facebook him like I said last time, we came up with the idea of breaking my meals down to 1 less meal, but making my meals bigger. So that way I'm satisfied more. And to spread the meals out a little bit longer, maybe 3.5 to 4 hours in between each meal. That way I can eat a little bit later and I won't be as hungry later on in the day. So without me being starving and me being so hungry, it won't give me hunger pains, and it won't encourage me, or it won't tempt me to maybe nibble at something and go off the numbers.
All right, I think we gave him a little bit too much for this one. You got any ending thoughts you want to say about this diet and people cheating on their diets?
It's how bad you want it. The way it is I look at it this way. The feeling of victory is way better than any meal could ever taste. So if not having the pizza that I want that day or the cheeseburger that I want that day means that I'm 1 meal closer to being better or 1 meal closer to achieving my goals, then so be it, because that's something that'll stick with you forever.
Rob Martin, we'll see you next vlog.
It's morphin' time. I'll rant again right now with the Pop-Tart in my hand.
What you gonna rant about?
I don't know.
Which Pop-Tart's the best?
Could.
We already know what the best is. Me and her know what the best are.
What, cinnamon brown sugar?
Yeah.
Everybody likes cinnamon brown sugar. Y'all so predictable.
Heat them up.
Is it not the best?
You got that on right now?
Yeah, it's on.
All right, let me tell you
Time about the why is it not the best? Before you go and say what else is the best. Why is cinnamon brown sugar not the best?
Why is it not the best? Because there's so many other flavors out there. Listen, this is something new for me. For a long time, I was in the dark about the Pop-Tart. But now I'm in the light. There are so many different flavors of Pop-Tarts out there. There's red velvet, which is absolutely incredible. Confetti cupcake. Have you ever had a confetti cupcake Pop-Tart? Get them if you don't got them. They have 2 different flavors of oatmeal Pop-Tarts. There's strawberry, and there's mapley brown sugar. There's chocolate chip Pop-Tarts. There's cookies and cream Pop-Tarts. There's chocolate chip cookie dough Pop-Tart. Hot fudge sundae Pop-Tart. Wild berry delicious Pop-Tart. It's madness, I tell you. Madness.
Wild berry is pretty good, but go ahead.
And there's the traditional strawberry. You can never get. This is a low-fat Pop-Tart, which is still equally as delicious as the other ones. But
With that brown sugar,
that brown sugar is an all-time. It's a go-to. It's a when in doubt. If you can't decide what Pop-Tart you want because there's so many different flavors and so many varieties, you can always just pick the default brown sugar cinnamon.
yeah.
And it'll be all right. It's a safe choice. But I encourage variety. I encourage the red velvet and the confetti cupcake. Everybody likes confetti cupcake.
Red velvet, I have never seen that in my life. That Pop-Tart, where'd you get it at? Cincinnati or something?
Walmart.
Walmart?
Walmart, they got all the flavors. Go in the aisle.
Walmart, they got all the flavors, all the locations.
Yes. Once again, shout out to Derek for exposing me to these different flavors of Pop-Tarts, because I was just a cinnamon and brown sugar and strawberry guy myself till he was like, you gotta try this red velvet. It's the most amazing thing ever. He sounds like that when he talks too. He might fight me when he sees me for saying that. But he was like, you gotta try this red velvet. So I did. I went and got it. I said, let me see what this thing's about. So I opened up the package, and it was actually red, like red velvet cake. Now, anybody who knows about red velvet cake knows that it is this enchanting, seductive, deep, passionate red color that just screams, you need to eat me right now. So I'm looking at this exotic colored cupcake flavored Pop-Tart.
You sound real soft right now, by the way.
Yeah, it's emotional. This is deep. And I put this thing in the toaster, and I toasted it. Why? Because toasted Pop-Tarts taste better than just being out of the package. That's just fact. That's not an opinion. That's fact. But anyways, I put this thing in the toaster, and I'm waiting, and the anticipation is building, and it's building, and I'm looking at the toaster, and the toaster's looking at me, and the inside of it's heating up, and it turns that glowing orange color that you know if you touch it you're gonna get burnt, and the Pop-Tart's in there, and it's getting brown, and the frosting's getting brown, and when it pops out, I grab that thing. I almost burnt myself because it was hot, so I kind of juggled it for a second, grabbed a paper towel, and I laid it on the paper towel, and I just stared at it for a second, because I knew in my mind and in my heart that it was about to go down. So I grabbed this Pop-Tart, and I take a bite, and let me tell you, nothing
Over everything.
everything. It reminded me, it took me back to the first time I had a Krispy Kreme donut. Yeah. Like a Krispy Kreme that you get when the light goes off, not the ones that you get in. Let me tell you guys something else too while I'm on the subject of that. You Krispy Kreme eaters out there, if it ain't when the light comes on and you ain't getting it fresh out the line, when the light flashes and you're getting it and it melts in your mouth and it dissolves, then it's not real. That Sheets Krispy Kreme, that's for the birds. I digress. I grabbed this Pop-Tart and I bit into it, and it was everything that dreams were made of. I almost cried.
But what about brown sugar?
It's not about brown sugar right now. Brown sugar is passe. It's passe. This is 2013. Get you some red velvet Pop-Tarts. I'm out.